At 10:15 at night, on May 18, 2012, cameras above the door of Atmosphere Bar in Lafayette recorded something that looked like a normal Friday evening. A 21-year-old girl named Mickey Shunick, with blonde hair and a bright smile, walked inside the bar with her good friend Brett Lee Wilson. They were laughing and talking happily as they went in to enjoy a fun weekend night. The blurry video shows her ordering drinks and standing near the bar. She had no idea anything bad would happen. At first, everything seems completely normal. Two friends having a few beers and chatting in a relaxed way. But the cameras did not show what happened later that night. Those events would make the whole town very sad and start one of the biggest search efforts ever seen in Louisiana. Inside this normal-looking video was a scary secret. This was the last time anyone ever saw 21-year-old Mickey Shunick alive.
If you made a mistake and you accidentally picked her up or something, and you're just scared, it's okay. We won't say anything. Just call the tip line and drop her off anywhere, and we'll find her. And please, don't hurt her.
Mickey Shunick was not the kind of person who would disappear without telling anyone. She was a serious student studying anthropology at the University of Louisiana. She was very close to finishing her degree. She did small jobs sometimes, loved going to music concerts, and spent lots of time with her friends. But more than anything, Mickey loved riding her bicycle. She rode her bike everywhere, all the time. That bike was not just something to ride. It was part of who she was. It gave her freedom. It was how she moved around in her world. That warm Friday evening in spring started like every other day. Mickey was getting ready to meet friends and go to a concert. She did not plan to stay out very late. The next day was a very big day for her family. Her little brother Zach was graduating from high school. Mickey would never miss such an important moment. Everyone in the family knew this about her. If Mickey said she would come home, she always came home. If she said she would not be late, she was never late. At 10:15 p.m., Mickey and her classmate Brett Lee Wilson arrived at Atmosphere, a bar in downtown Lafayette. The video from the cameras that night tells a very simple story. Two friends were having a calm, fun time together. For the next 2.5 hours, the cameras show them standing near the bar. They talked, laughed, and ordered a few beers each. There were no fights. There were no arguments. There were no strange or scary signs at all. It was just a happy Friday night between two friends who liked being together. Right at midnight, the video shows Mickey and Brett Lee leaving the bar quietly together. They did not look drunk. They were not holding hands. They just looked like two normal friends finishing a normal night. What happened after they left? No one could guess it would be so terrible. Early in the morning on May 19th, the Shunick family was busy getting ready for Zach's high school graduation. Nancy Shunick, Mickey's mom, thought her daughter was just sleeping late after going out with friends. But when she opened Mickey's bedroom door, the room was empty. The bed looked untouched. Mickey's phone was gone. Everyone felt confused right away. Mickey's big sister Charlie tried to make everyone feel better. She said maybe Mickey stayed at a friend's house and would come home soon. Charlie later said we could not reach her. The phone went straight to voicemail. I sent her a text. I wrote something like, "You're being silly. Wake up and come home so we can go to Zach's graduation." But as the graduation ceremony happened, one thing became very clear and very painful. Mickey did not come to her brother's big day. When the family came back home, there was still no sign of her. Already 18 hours had passed since they last saw Mickey. Every call to her phone went straight to voicemail. This made their fear grow bigger and bigger. The family started calling every friend they could think of. One girl told them that Mickey had been out with Brett Lee Wilson the night before. They called him right away. Brett told them he had no idea where Mickey was. He said around 1 a.m., she got on her bike and rode home. That was the last time he saw her. After talking to her friend, the family called the police. While the police were coming to the house, the officers told them to call every hospital nearby. Nancy Shunick called many hospitals. She asked if they had seen a hurt girl on a bike, or a young woman who was confused and did not know her name. If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video. At the same time, Mickey's dad, Tom, drove the exact path Mickey would take to get home. He looked everywhere. He found nothing. No bike, no bag, no signs of a crash. Nancy's calls to hospitals gave no answers at all. Soon after, Detective Stephen Baha came to the house. He would lead the whole search for Mickey. Later he said, "I could see very fast that this was not normal." The family was extremely worried. The biggest clue was that she missed her little brother's high school graduation. She was supposed to be there, but she never came. The first person the police looked at closely was Brett Lee Wilson. He was the last person known to see Mickey alive. When a man and a woman are friends, detectives always check if there was any romance or any problem between them. They wanted to make sure it was not a love issue, or that maybe Brett tried something and Mickey said no. When police talked to Brett Lee, he looked very nervous. That made the detectives even more worried. But Brett said he had nothing to do with Mickey disappearing. He also said they were not in a romantic relationship. His story did not sound wrong at first. He said they started the night at a small bar. Then he took Mickey's bike to his house. After that, they drove in his car to get food at a restaurant. Later, they went back to his house and spent time there. Finally, Mickey got on her bike and left. That was the last time he saw her. The police asked if anyone could say they saw him at home, like a neighbor or friend. He said no one could. Because of that, the police brought experts to look inside Brett's house. They searched for broken things, blood, or anything that could connect him to Mickey's disappearance. They found nothing strange. Everything looked normal. So the police carefully checked every part of his story. They started with the bar he said they went to at 10:15 p.m. When they went to Atmosphere, they found many cameras. The bar gave them the videos right away. By this time, 36 hours had passed since Mickey disappeared. Brett Lee Wilson was still the only person they were looking at closely. The cameras showed exactly what Brett said. He and Mickey arrived around 10:15 p.m. The video showed nothing strange. The two friends stood near the bar, talking and laughing. After 2.5 hours, nothing looked wrong. No fights, no yelling. Just a normal, fun night. They each drank a couple of beers. Then at midnight, they left quietly. They did not look drunk. They were not holding hands. They just looked like normal friends. The first part of Brett's story was true. Next, the police checked the part about going to Taco Bell for food. They looked at Mickey's bank card. It showed someone bought food at Taco Bell's drive-thru. The restaurant gave the police their camera videos quickly. The video shows a Chevrolet Cavalier car pulling up. At first, it was hard to see who was driving. After watching many times, it was clear Brett was driving, but the person in the passenger seat was too hard to see clearly. Brett paid with Mickey's card. He gave the food bag to the person next to him. Even after watching again and again, the police could not be 100% sure it was Mickey in the car. To finish checking Brett's story, they still had one more part. Brett said Mickey left his house just before 2 a.m. She was riding her bike. He said that was the last time he saw her. He also said the first part of her ride home went through a quiet neighborhood. But this time, she took a different street. Police went to that area. They found no cameras at all to check his words. 2 days had passed since Mickey went missing. The case was not moving forward. Detective Stephen Baha had to start over in some ways. It was possible that after leaving Brett's house, Mickey did not go straight home. The police needed to look in a bigger area. The police put a message on their Facebook page. They asked people in the neighborhood to share any videos from their home cameras or business cameras. This helped the police see more of the city that night. The officers watched many hours of video. On the fifth day, one video from a bank building caught their eyes. They did not expect much because the video was dark, blurry, and used infrared light. But at 1 a.m., they saw the shape of someone riding a bike. The same person appeared on another camera on the west side of the bank. Then, on the east side, they noticed something important. The rider had light-colored hair. Was it really Mickey Shunick? That same day, police asked Mickey's family to look at the video. They brought Charlie and Nancy to the station. They showed a video from a place just 1 or 2 blocks from where Mickey left Brett's house. Charlie later said, "I looked at the screen and said right away, that is definitely my sister." When it's someone you love, you know them by how they move. So we knew she was okay at that moment. We knew she got away from Brett's neighborhood safely. That was a happy moment for the family. Brett Wilson's story was correct. He was no longer a suspect. If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video. But now there were no other suspects and no clear clues. The detectives had to keep looking for any camera that might have seen Mickey. The last video they had was her riding past Mid-South Bank. They followed the path she would take home. Next, they looked at the cameras on the City Hall building. Those cameras looked over a Circle K store. They moved the video forward to the right time, and there she was. Mickey is riding her bike. Now they had videos from 2 different places. Both showed her going toward home. The police kept looking along her path. About 170 yards from the Circle K, cameras from a lawyer's office showed Mickey again on her bike. About 400 yards farther, she was supposed to pass another City Hall camera. But after watching for many minutes, Mickey never showed up on that camera. No other cameras saw her after that. In 1 second, she was riding home. Just 400 yards later, she was gone. That could only mean one thing. Something bad happened to her on St. Landry Street, in that short part of the road. That same night, police officers and many volunteers searched all along St. Landry Street. They looked for pieces of a bike, signs of a car, or marks on the road. After the rain stopped Monday night, dozens of people spread out across fields near West Congress Street. They searched for any clue. One volunteer said,
I have a daughter. If it was my daughter, I don't know what I would do.
I'm teaching her that this is the right thing to do. If someone is missing, this is our community, this is our family, and this is what we need to do. Go out and look for this girl.
But in the end, they found nothing strange. After that, the police started to think Mickey had been taken by someone. 7 days had passed since she disappeared. Nancy Shunick spoke to news reporters. She said, "Everyone is on our side. The biggest thing that keeps us going is the love from our community. Everyone is behind us. Everyone wants to find her. Everyone wants to find who did this." Mickey's story became the biggest news in the city. Family, friends, and normal people all started helping. They made groups and searched every part of the city. They hoped to find even a tiny sign of her. Nancy spoke again, her voice shaking. "If you made a mistake and you picked her up by accident, and now you are scared, that's okay. We will not say anything. Just call the tip line. Leave her somewhere safe, and we will find her. And please, do not hurt her. Then go home and cry." The detectives looked at the videos again with new ideas. This time, they were not looking for the bike rider. They looked for anything else that could help. Only a few cars appeared on the cameras in that area. Police checked the license plates. 2 cars belonged to people who were just driving to work or passing by. But the third vehicle was different. It was a white Chevy Z71 pickup truck. They had no information about it at first. In the video, the truck was in the middle lane of a 4-lane road. That looked like the driver planned to go straight. But when Mickey started to cross the street, the truck suddenly turned and followed her. A few moments later, the truck drove in front of her. By the time they reached the lawyer's office, the truck was ahead of her. Mickey moved out of the picture in the bottom right corner. After that, she was never seen on video again. In Louisiana, more than 3,000 white Chevy Z71 pickup trucks were registered. It seemed almost impossible to find the right one, but it was the only clue they had. Detective Baha said, "The last video shows the truck in front of her. Then it shows her pass by. That is the last time we see her on camera. We think the driver kept going, found a dark place with no lights, no houses, no businesses, and no people watching." The driver of the white Chevy Z71 became the main suspect. What the police did not know yet was that this man had killed someone before, and Mickey Shunick would not be his last victim. But before they could find the driver, something scary happened 30 miles away. On May 26, 2012, in a place called Whiskey Bay, deep inside the Big Atchafalaya Swamp, a fisherman saw bicycle handlebars sticking out of the water near the shore. He called the police right away. When police experts came, they looked at the bike. It was Mickey Shunick's bike. Detective Baha called Charlie and her dad to the station. He said, "I do not want to scare you, but we think we found her bike. It has some damage. We need you to look at it." They showed the bike. Charlie said she almost fainted. It was definitely Mickey's bike. Experts looked closely at the bike. They saw damage on the back wheel. It was clear that a car had hit it. The height of the damage matched the front bumper of a Chevy Z71 truck. This made the connection between the mystery truck and Mickey. Police also thought that if someone put the bike in such a far, lonely swamp, maybe the body was there too. Divers searched the water carefully. They found nothing. The next day, near the Louisiana-Texas border, police found a Chevrolet Z71 truck that had been left and burned. The license plates did not burn completely. Because of that, detectives found the driver's name and his home address. If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video. It turned out the police already knew this man. His name was Brandon Scott Lavergne. In 2000, he was sent to prison for 10 years because of assault. Investigators also learned something else. The day after Mickey disappeared, Brandon Lavergne went to a hospital. He had many stab wounds. He said robbers attacked him at a gas station. Detective Baha said, "When we got Brandon Lavergne's name and looked at his past and what he did, everything started to fit together. Remember that white pickup truck on camera? The damage to Mickey's bike proved it was his truck that followed her. Then he went to the hospital with stab wounds." Soon after, the same truck was found burned near the Texas border. Because of all this and other proof, detectives got a warrant to arrest Brandon Lavergne on very serious charges. Brandon was brought to the police station. The questioning started. He said things like,
"Nervous, are you? No, not worried. You need to be, Brandon. Brandon, there is a list of issues, okay, we need to address regarding the disappearance of Mickey Shunick."
No, no, bro, that's bull. God, I had nothing to do with that girl's freaking disappearance. No, bro, I don't want to turn it. And it's over with, now.
At first, Brandon would not talk. Detectives and Mickey's family already felt they knew what happened. They just needed to find where Mickey was. Later, the district attorney made an offer. If Brandon told the truth and showed where Mickey was and gave the full story of that night, he would get a deal. Mickey's family agreed not to ask for the strongest punishment. Both sides said yes to the deal. Charlie explained, "We had to do it. We needed to know what happened. If we didn't, we would wonder forever." Brandon admitted he buried her in an old, forgotten cemetery. He put her in a hole about 12 inches deep. He said,
"We have a small community cemetery. How deep is she buried? Not that deep, all through the land. So I couldn't the day that it'd be grave. She completely covered? Yeah, was there on top?
The investigation ended. Mickey Shunick was no longer listed as missing. According to Brandon, he was driving home when he saw the young girl on her bike. He felt wild and decided to chase her. On the dark St. Landry Street, he caught up to her. Mickey fell off her bike and passed out. He easily pulled her into his truck. Soon after, she woke up. She used pepper spray on him. Then she found a knife in the glove box and stabbed him several times in the back. But during the fight, Brandon took the knife back and stabbed her in the chest. He thought she was dead. When the car got to an open field, Mickey woke up again and tried to run away. Brandon took out a gun and shot her 2 times. Brandon Scott Lavergne was sentenced to life in prison with no chance of ever getting out. Charlie said with tears, "I miss talking to her. She always said funny things. When she disappeared, all her friends were still in school. Now they are teachers and counselors and doing big things. But she will always be 21. Without the camera video that showed the white pickup truck following the girl on the bike, the clues might never have been found. But in many ways, Mickey helped catch the person who hurt her. If Brandon had not been stabbed, he would not have gone to the hospital. He would not have felt scared and would have burned his truck to hide proof. In the end, it was Mickey's bravery and fight that led him to make big mistakes. Those mistakes helped the police catch him. Charlie said, "Finding out how she died was really terrible. But at the same time, she fought him hard. She hurt him. She fought back. She almost killed him. She did everything she was supposed to do." Mickey Shunick's last brave fight became something people will always remember. It shows her strength, her wish to live, and her choice to never give up quietly. Even though her life ended too soon on that warm spring night in Lafayette, her fight made sure her killer could never hurt anyone else again. If this story touched you, please like the video, not just for numbers, but to show that real stories like this are important. Share it with someone who needs to know how real these hard situations are. And if you want more true stories, real people, real pain, real lessons, please subscribe. We are not here to make quick, fake news. We are here to tell difficult truths and ask hard questions that others avoid. Because sometimes the most frightening thing about a story is realizing it could have been your own story. Until next time, stay careful, stay kind, stay human.